Welcome to the Slip, Slip, Sis podcast. I'm Che.
I'm Gabs.
I want to say this is episode 12 or 11. Definitely more than 10 and less than 15. Welcome to our podcast. This is typically how it goes. If you've been joining us for a while, you know we live in different locations, but if you're brand new to our channel, I'm here in Southern California. Gabs is up in the Bay Area. You can find us on Instagram as slip.slip.sis and on Ravelry and Ribbler as slip, slip, sis. And today is Sunday, August 21st. I think I got it.
Yeah, you got it.
I never remember the episode number, but I think I got it. Okay, I don't have anything to talk about in terms of designs, but I know you do, Gabs. So why don't you go ahead?
Okay. I have a collaboration coming out in September with Sun and Fog. They were originally a Bay Area collective, but they have since expanded to basically the West Coast. I think it's definitely Washington, Oregon, and California, maybe Arizona, Utah, New Mexico, Idaho, maybe that second strip of states.
The West Coast.
you know what I mean? But like definitely the ones that touch the Pacific Ocean are definitely in this. So Sun and Fog is a collection of knit and crochet designers where you use you use yarn from dyers based in at least the West Coast, the part that touches the ocean part. So I have socks coming out. They're called seed pods, and I'm in a blown out light because we rearranged my craft room. I don't know if this is better. But these are in the colorway Redwood from Golden Fleece Fibers. And in this, there's these cute little bobble details. And then there's it looks like a cable, but it's not a cable. It's a knit two together yarn over. So it zigzags back and forth, and then it's a slip slip knit the other direction. So, and the details here, and then the sock is just plain stockinette. They're super cute. They came out. I like to put them I have two pairs, right? So I put them with Converse. So the detail pops out on the top, but then it's comfy in your shoes, right? Because if your detail goes all the way, it's kind of lumpy in there. And who wants lumpy feet? So that comes out in September. So follow us on Instagram and follow Sun and Fog on Instagram at, I think it's the Sun and Fog. So you can follow them. Lots of other cool stuff is coming out. I saw the cardigan that's with the collection. I've seen the whole collection, so it's really cute. Yes, that's our design. Follow us. Look for it mid-September.
I have 3 FOs. How many do you have?
I have 4, but I only have 2 whips. So I traded a whip for it.
I also only have 2 whips. I'll just go because I have this pair right in front of me. And I don't think I've shown these yet, but you can correct me if I'm wrong. I think I talked about them in our Hawaii vlog, but I finished my Saul Goodman socks, which is a design by McKaylee of Breaking Yarn. I did these. I was part of the test for these, and it was a new heel flap. To me, it's the half linen heel flap. You can kind of see it right there. It's very dense and very sturdy. I appreciated the opportunity to learn something new. However, if you've been with us for a while, you know that I am a creature of habit, and Gabs is all about new techniques. I think I'm going to go back to my slip stitch heel flap as normal. I think it just, I tend to have sweatier hands, and because it's so tight, it's my DPNs were tense and slippery, and I was this is not part of my journey. But I love the kind of broken rib pattern that is on the textured pattern of the sock itself. And then the yarn that I used for this is Merry Gentleman from Forbidden Fiber Company. Your turn.
I love how you say I appreciate the opportunity, which means I'm never doing this again.
I thought I was being a very good counselor there.
That was good.
Thank you.
This is an opportunity for growth that
I will not be taking advantage of.
I know. That happens to me all the time too. If you're new, Chaley is an admissions counselor. I am a high school teacher. So we get to speak in euphemisms like that all the time.
Oh, this is not my journey and I'm not doing that.
No. So the next one, I did a lot of test knits this summer. This happens to us every summer.
Every summer.
We always test knit in the summer and we're like suckers for it. At least I am. And then I kind of like peer pressure Chaley into it. Again, if you're new, I'm the older sister. So you know how you can kind of like bully your little sister into it and be like, what, are you scared? And then she's like,
yes.
I'm not scared. I'll do it.
Yeah, but then you usually like lag behind because you signed up for 4 other things that I am doing it by myself for a lot of it.
And then I quick do it at the very end. Yeah. So this was a test knit from Knotty Gurl Crochet. It's knotty, like a knot that you tie, right? This is, wow, I'm having really good camera quality today, guys. Sorry about this.
I've decided that you're editing the podcast because you're probably gonna have to put pictures in.
Yeah, I will. It's fine. This is summer of '89 socks. It has these cable, but it like doesn't twist. It like zig, it like this, it does this.
Some swirl stuff.
I want to say it looks like a snake. Like it does the snake thing. It looks like a snake, which I totally messed up like halfway down. So this was a test knit. It comes out. It'll probably come out when this video releases. But I, of course, did not have enough yarn, even a little bit. So they're completely different. I ran out of the brown. And then, so I had to substitute in this brown. And then as I was knitting, I ran out of the beige too. So then I had to like slowly, gradually fade to a different beige. I'll put in a picture. Where you can actually see my huge oopsies, like straight up just started a different color. I weighed my yarn this time.
Did you?
I did.
In grams?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yo, I have no idea what happened, but it's fine. They came out great. These are this brown is knit picks, and the beige color is from Hana Made It Advent Calendar, and this brown is from a Hana Made It Advent Calendar, and this beige is from a Hana Made It Advent Calendar. So I faded her own colors together, so that's probably why it turned out okay. And the fade totally worked. It was fine. But yeah, so that was, the pattern does not call for it to look like this. It's supposed to all look like this times 2, right? Same. It's supposed to be same.
Yeah.
So it comes out soon. It is called the Summer of '89 socks. So you could check it out on Ravelry, or you can follow her on Instagram for all of the updates.
Nice. So my next FO is, these are some gift socks. I know they look really tiny. They just haven't been squished out. Like they're grown-up socks, I promise. I tend to have friends who have either very large feet or very small feet. So like none of my friends are in that middle, like 8.5. I guess Michaela is, but she doesn't count. She's only been my friend since I was 11, but that's okay. So these are for my other friend who just moved to the Pacific Northwest, touching the Pacific Ocean. So part of the West Coast. She's in Eugene.
The part that touches it.
Yeah. So I made her these socks that she can keep warm. She is a California girl like us. So she's from Palo Alto. So it's a little bit, I guess, gloomier, but still it's a lot more gloomy in Eugene, Oregon. So I made her some fun socks. I have no idea where the contrast is from. Could not even tell you if I tried, but I can tell you that the main color is Patton's Croy, and it is called Sidewalk Colors. And these are just a plain vanilla sock. She's a size like 6.5. So they're very tiny little socks to stretch out so she can wear them with her Birkenstocks or boots or whatever. Yeah, I gotta go put these in the mail, which, Gabs, I went to Target today because I've been looking for a box all week to send them their stuff. And I bought a box and promptly left the box on the checkout counter. But I went to the Target in Simi Valley and I am now in Torrance, so I'm not going back to get it.
So like you purchased the
I
box?
purchased a box because I couldn't find a box that was the right size. And I don't have, that was $3 for a box, Gabrielle. And I'm very upset that the box is not in the back of my car with all the Christmas gifts for your kids that I bought. Because I was distracted by their gifts and they kept making sounds and it was too cheap to buy bags. So I was carrying them. It was a whole. Now I gotta go buy another box.
Yeah, but it's way more than $3 in gas to go back to see me.
Right. It's a solid 55 miles to go back to get said box. So I'm just going to buy another $3 box from the Target down the street here.
You could just wait till someone mails you something.
Nobody mails me anything.
Oh.
Even Bubby just sent me a gift card.
Bubby is our grandmother.
And I just moved, which we'll talk about more in chatter, which is why I have these dual locations. Sorry, it's your turn. I just had to tell you about my box because I'm so upset. I thought you would think it was funny.
We're highly chaotic this time. Okay, so I have straight up garments that I have to show this. This is my Therese dress that just
you're
going.
Definitely putting in pics.
Yeah, I gotta put pictures for sure. So I gotta edit this thing. This is my Therese dress. Look, it's really big.
Oh, do the back. I like the back.
Oh, the back. It's kind of reversible. It's got this V-neck. Okay, so this was a test knit for Elizabeth Margaret Designs. This is her Therese dress that's coming out. It's coming out now through it's a collab with a yarn dyer, so it's like exclusive to the yarn dyer for a couple months, and then she'll publish it. But follow her on Instagram for all the deets. But it is I made it out of Knit Picks cotton, so it's a cotton linen blend, and I used it as a beach cover up, but it's also just a dress that you could wear. We used it in Hawaii. I wore it in Hawaii like every single day, and I added stripes to it. It doesn't come with stripes, or wasn't written for stripes, but I knew that there was not a chance in Hades that I was going to knit this whole dang dress like just plain stockinette one color. Like that was
not even a variegate, just solid coral.
Yeah, no, there was not a way that was going to happen. So I had to put in the stripes. So then, like, when you've got stripes, you're like, oh, we'll just get to the next stripe. We'll just do the next stripe, so I could like track my progress. So I did that. But now she's like, oh, my next dress is going to be stripes, and I'm like, I wonder who's the inspiration for that. I don't know, she probably, but I'm like, I inspired her. It came out super cute. I will say it does grow a lot because it's so long, right? So the weight as it goes, and if you get it wet, right? Like I wore it as a beach cover, so when my swimsuit got it wet, it did expand significantly. So there's that to keep in mind. I also may have changed sizes because the dress took me like 2 months to make, and I'm 8 months postpartum, so like I'm a whole changing, evolving butterfly right now. So we will post pictures. I don't think I've shared them on Instagram. The colors are called conch. The peach is called conch, and the white is called undyed.
It's called Bear.
Oh, okay, whatever. It's just
Good.
Just Google it on the Knit Pick site.
Good.
That's all I got.
Super helpful.
But it's super cute. It actually went really quick. To be fair, I'm really short. So you were supposed to knit like 6 more inches of the body, and I just whooped that off because I'm only 5'1". And I didn't want it as long as she had it. So it went way faster than it probably would. So there's that. It's a dress. It's a knit dress. All right, your turn, Shay.
Okay. So this is going to be a design from me coming soon. I had another one I showed a really long time ago. That's my my gridlock socks, which I still haven't released. It's written. I just have not put together the little form to send out to everyone. So hopefully that'll be a fall goal to send that out. And then this one is written -3% because I actually have lost what page of my book I used to learn the stitch. So I got to go find that first for my pattern.
You sent me a picture of it though, Jay.
I know, Gabs, but that doesn't help me find the page.
Is the page number not in the picture?
No, it's not. It's fine. Everything's fine. But these are going to be called my Booth for Two socks, which were inspired by, you know, those booths at like a restaurant. It's not really leather, but it's like fake leather. It's like tufted. There's like tufts. It's inspired by those booths that you just slide into. I don't know about you, but I always felt like we were in a fancy restaurant when we got into this, and I could like get myself a Shirley Temple when we were sitting in the booth, and I always got to scoot in first, which I thought was special. But really, I think it's because our parents were too lazy to scoot all the way in, and it was easier for us to do it. So these are inspired by those booths. They are all DK weight sock, which is my first DK weight pattern. And I think we don't have any published yet that are DK weight for Slip Slip Sis, but that's okay. Probably Gabs will get one out first, and then I'll be coming around in about a year with these. So here we are. And the yarn for this that I used is, this is like my favorite thing to say, is Son of a Nutcracker from Daisy Stitch Company. So almost Christmas themed. Maybe I could set a goal to have them ready for testing by Christmas. Your turn, Gas.
Oh my gosh. Okay. DK weight should be so fast to test too, right? Because DK goes faster than finger weight. However, I think my finger weight and my DK actually I can knit just as fast. I've like perfected my speed knitting. Okay. So this next one is another test knit. It's the staple skirt, which is already out. It's by New Wave Knitting. It's Jeanette. It's her very first pattern, and it's a custom knit, I guess. Like it's like a made to order. Like you take your measurements and then you make the and then she has like these formulas, and then you put your numbers in said formula, and then you knit it. So it's like your own custom pattern. I will say it's not a beginner thing. Like it's not, this isn't like I just learned how to knit business. You have to have made a couple garments and understand garment construction for it to fit the way you want it to, because it's a great pattern. I really like the way it ended up fitting me, but it ended up, you had to know that it's a pencil skirt. So you needed to know that you needed negative ease where you needed the negative ease, because pencil skirts kind of cling to your body, and especially because it's knit, it'll stretch. So there was some finagling that you needed to do, and like even numbers and all of that. So mine I made out of Big Twist. So it's from a box store. It's from Joann's. It's a bulky weight sweater, or sorry, skirt. It's bulky weight. I don't knit skirts. It's a bulky weight skirt, and I don't own bulky weight. So I went to Joann's, and if you've been watching, you know I've got issues with gauge. So I did this in worsted because I was like, no, this isn't gonna go. This isn't gonna fly for me. So I ended up knitting it on US 3s in worsted weight and still did not get gauge. It was supposed to be a knit on US 8s with bulky weight, and it was supposed to be like 16 or 18 stitches over 4. I ended up on US 3s, so considerably smaller, with 14 stitches. Yeah. So I finagled a lot of bits, but it came out super cute. Like it looks like a pencil skirt. I'll put in a picture that's better. And I have this like, there's elastic, like it's like, sewing elastic in it, but I added a modification, if I can find said mod, where I like made a little hole, like I left a little hole, right? So that I can adjust the elastic when necessary. Like if I lose weight or I gain weight, then I can stretch it a little bit as well. And I also I modified the bind off. So it's like super stretchy bind off too, because the first bind off I did like stuck my legs together. I couldn't move them because I did a regular bind off, and it was like this, and I couldn't move. And I was like, oh my God, Danielle, I had to rip the whole darn thing out. It kind of sucked. So I'll pop in a picture of it. And because it's a pencil skirt that's made to your size, I will check out our Instagram, and I will hopefully write my measurements. The measurements I made the skirt to was a 36-inch waist, a 40-inch hips, and then I think I did 26-inch long. And I ended up needing to tighten it because those weren't my measurements. So definitely I would put the like little hole thing so you can adjust your measurements, because let's be real, no one's the same size all the time, right? Like, I don't know. I'm not this, even when I'm not pregnant and postpartum, I wasn't the same size all the time, right? Like burritos and stuff. Burritos happen to you. But I really liked it. It was cute. You should, if you're feeling adventurous, you should check it out. It's definitely unique and super cute. And I also only paid $6 for my yarn.
So I don't have another FOO. So it's your turn.
I got another. Okay. So this was my longest standing whip. This is the
Half
full moon swan show moon drip.
moon drip.
This is the Moon Drip Swan Show by Dragon Horn Yarn. This is the very first Dragon Horn Yarn pattern I ever got to test knit.
Like 90 years ago.
It was the testing process was in April of 2019. It's beautiful. It's got this really cute color workout with the moons, and then it's got a twisted rib, and it's a swan show. So it's really gigantic. And all this cute little rib detail. Like, it was great. So I knit the whole body and the sleeves up until the cuffs. And then I did not finish the cuffs. And instead I grew 2 whole humans, went through a global pandemic, but couldn't finish. And these, like, no, you don't even know how much knot sleeves I did. Like, you're like, oh, sleeve on. Like, nobody. This much of the sleeves. Like, I had knit, like, I was in the gray bit. Like, I do not know what happened. Like, I legit don't know why. I think it was because it was single ply that the gray is single ply, and I just couldn't. And then it was big and it was bulky, and I didn't want to do it. I don't know what happened. I know I initially had to stop the test because I sewed my finger on my sewing machine. Like, the needle went through my thumb when I was 4 months pregnant with my older daughter. So then I couldn't finish. So I had to put it down, and then I just never picked it back up because I'm a sack of beans. But that's all I have. It's not really a sack of beans. The red is Market Flowers by Ba Yarn. It's La Jolla. It's their base. The gray is a Shibui knit thingamajiggy. It's single ply. And then this all over gray is called Slate from Mason Cafe Creations. See, I know the colors. I can't tell you what conch for that dress, but I know the colors from 3 years ago. But it's done, and it's very long because I don't know if I blocked my swatch when I did this. So it is grown, and it's when I blocked this buddy. I don't know what happened, but it's a swan show, but it's more like a dress.
It's in season. It's almost Halloween season. You're on brand. You're good.
It's a dress show, but it's really cute. You should check it out. It's the Dragon Horde yarn design. Tristan and I have finally finished it.
Okay. You said you have 2 whips as well?
Yeah, you go first.
Okay. So this is my first whip in my birthday bag from my sister, which is summer sock knitting camp themed. We're not really campers. So this is probably meant just close as we're gonna get. It's just not part of our journey. So forgot I had these stocked in here. So our mother has a friend who's actually my childhood friend's mom. So they're very close. They're walking buddies. And somehow Mrs. Johnston found these socks, and they're our design. It is Gabs's sample for her first design that she published as Slip Sis Designs. And it came from a skein that we had gotten from like a D-stash, and so we had split it. So Gabs used her half to knit her sample, and then Mrs. Johnson's like, I want these socks, these patterns, these yarns. Well, luckily Taylor, because I didn't have enough yarn, hadn't gotten to those yet. So I am now knitting these socks in the exact same way that Mrs. Johnson wants them. So these are this is yours, by the way. I don't know why it's here. These are our Everybody Cut Loose socks, original as you are. I have the first one done. So it's got this fun it looks like ruffles to me in the leg area, and then like a nice twisted rib down the front so that your foot's not uncomfy. That's Gab's technique. And then
I have comfy feet.
Okay. This is the other one. So I'm in the the gusset. The gusset.
The gusset.
The gusset decreases.
The gusset green creases.
Great for these. And the orange is called Orange Dreamsicle from Hypnotic Yarn. And the blue is Summer Blue from Destination Yarn. So I'm almost done with these and we'll get them. Because, well, okay, in my defense, our mother said, take your time, no rush. And then she kind of like shamed me into making them because I hadn't made them yet. So now I'm making them and we'll bring them home when I see you all in September.
Okay, I got 2 as well. So I'm knitting right now in my also summer sock camp bag. I made them for me and Chaley because I was too stressed to even try to do the summer sock camp drop. Like I couldn't, like, it was great. I think it's great that it sells out. Like this isn't a complaining video. This is it dropped at nap time and I wasn't going to add that to my life. Like trying to buy stuff and get and wrangle my toddler into bed. Like, no, I was like, it's fine. My toddler and I actually went to Joann's and we got the marshmallow bag too for Chaley. So we have our own and I make the bags and it was fine. But I am actually I'm chaotic as usual. I'm in the middle of a row. I am making the heel toe do-si-do pattern. It goes like this, I guess. It goes like this. It's a design by the crazy sock lady, Kay Litton. It's so fun. This design is perfect for self-striping yarn. It's easy enough to memorize but not easy enough to get bored, right? So it's a little bit more and it's really easy and it's plain stockinette on the back and fun on this side. This yarn, I'm so proud of us. This yarn was my Mother's Day present from my toddler. So my toddler mixed all the dyes for this and we made self-striping yarn. We like stretched out the yarn in our hallway and then my toddler put them. Don't worry, I used food coloring. I did not use acid dye with my 2-year-old. Like, don't worry. All those no, we used food coloring for it. So who knows if this is going to hold up in the laundry, but
maybe you don't.
It's fine. So she dyed this green as well. I'd give her the little droppers and she just put in whatever the color she wanted. And then she picked these colors for the other part of it. And she did come out really cute. I think I might have extra. So I think I'm going to maybe do some for our mom because, grandmas and the things that their grandchildren make, right?
Except for our grandmas who are like better at making stuff than us and who just had to be nice to us.
Oh yeah, our grandmas are like mega talented at those things.
They were like, oh, that's cute, Jay.
You have to we'd have to give our grandmas the opposite craft.
Yeah.
Like our grandma, who we call grandma, was an excellent seamstress, but she didn't really knit or crochet. So we'd have to give her the knit and crochet stuff. And our grandma, who we call Vubby, she's like she's a knitter and a crocheter. So we'd have to give her the stuff we sewed because she doesn't sew. It's like a whole, it's all fun.
Flippity swap. Yeah. Did you make this?
I made that too.
Gabs made this bag for me. This is my Gabs' bag with some llamas and some cactus on here. I decided I was annoyed with making my everybody cut loose socks and the orange was making my eyeballs all wiggity. So I decided I wanted to make something for myself because I was tired of making stuff for other people for a whole 2 months. So I started some just like shorty socks. And these are, you can't really see it because I only have like one repeat, but these are the morning coffee socks, which is also a crazy sock lady design. It's super simple. Like it's like, it'll look better when I actually have the foot going because you can't really see it right now, but it's going fast because of shorties, which is nice. And then the purple is Turkish Delight, which is the like Knit Picks Hawthorne kettle dyed yarn. And then the green is Fauna from Whimsical Wood Yarn Company. So this is all I have because I have to do those orange socks, but this is just for me. I'll get to it eventually. And yes, so here we are.
I mean, maybe you'll finish it for summer sock camp so we can do the double. Did you look at the Ravelry group? There's like 4,000 pairs of socks entered, which I think is really cool. But I was like, dang, That's a lot of feet.
I don't think we were meeting our goal.
This is pair 4 for me.
I think these are 5.
We might make 10. We'll definitely make 10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But those were your 2?
No, that was my 1, dude.
You have 1 more? Okay, sorry.
Yeah. Okay. So this is, I busted out my sock knitting machine. Again, I call her Geraldine. So
I can't see.
This side better? Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's better.
Daniel's my husband. We set up Geraldine, my sock knitting machine again. And so I cranked a tube and now I'm putting the cuff on and I did a little color dip. See? So I have this brown is also from Hannah Made It. Somehow I ended up with like 5 skeins of mini skeins of brown from her. I think something happened. Something was weird where like I ended up like with a duplicate or something, and then she sent me extra. I don't know, something strange happened, but mom really likes brown, so it's fine. And this is all I have left of Jacob Kowalski's from Honey Gurl Farms. So I'm going to be making hopefully shorties out of this, but of course I'm putting yarn chicken as usual. So because this tube is supposed to be enough for 2 pairs of socks. Follow us on Instagram and our stories to find out if I actually make it. So that was really cool. I've got also 2 other tubes cranked. I really like using the sock knitting machine, but at least for me, I think it's a different craft than hand knitting. Like in my mind, they're two different crafts. Just like hand sewing and sewing on a machine are 2 different craft hobbies. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. Like you can combine them, like when you're sewing a quilt, right? Like you hand stitch the binding, like you blind stitch it on. So like I hand knit the cuff, but they're 2 different crafts, which do not count for summer sock camp. So this one's not going to count, but whatever. Maybe one day we'll do a cranked summer sock camp, crank cabin. That kind of sounds like we're doing drugs in the cabin.
Maybe a sock knitting machine cabin.
Yes. Geraldine as the camp counselor, something like that. But that's what we're doing. That's what I'm working on, hopefully to speed up Chandler and I are trying to make socks for someone for Christmas, and we were going to make 12 pairs. And now I have 2 as well.
Cool. We're like a third of the way there.
Yeah. Huh? So we're going to try and bust it out, but I'm also going to cheat and use the sock knitting machine so I can catch up, and poor Chaley will be like this with her hunchy shoulders. Trying to catch up.
Well, I did just sign up for that test knit too, which is due by October 10th. So I have to get on that.
Oh, it's all color work too. Chaley signed up for this. What is it called? Like,
so excited. The names are different. So the name of our Instagram group is a little bit different from the name that's on the pattern. So I'm not actually sure what it's called because the designer was still in like, the imagination station in terms of what they were naming their sweater. But I am obsessed with it because I think it's so ridiculous. Yeah, I'll have to like capture it and put it in here. I think it's called the Festive Tacky Sweater and or Ugly Sweater. And it's Casey of HighFiveHandKnits. And it's like the yoke, it's like all color work, and there's like the loop stitch right here on it, and then you could do something whatever you really want for the arms. So like she did stripes, so I'm gonna stripe because I liked it so much. And then once you get to the body, you can choose which of the color work charts you want to do for your body. So I'm really excited, and I don't have my yarn yet because I ordered it because it's DK and I don't really have a lot of DK that will match. So I did like more traditional like Christmas colors, and so I had I have a red, a green, a gray, and a white for mine. So I cannot wait to get going on. And I think it will stay interesting because it is so much but also not super complicated color work. Like my Fossil Frenzy tee was a lot where I had to fully focus on the color work. This will repeat a lot more.
Yeah, hopefully no hunchy shoulders. Probably.
Oh my God.
Probably the loop part. The loop part is going to be hunchy shoulders and texting me.
There's a video. She sent a video and I pre-read it, and I think I understand what it's saying to me. Okay. Yes.
I'm not test knitting that one. Because loopies around the boobs with two small children is not what I need to happen. Acquisitions.
I only have two, but one I'm gonna wait till you're ready to do that.
Okay, so we'll do that one we'll do last. And so should we do what?
It's coming.
What are you talking about?
The thing that we're saving. I'm trying to create the mystery.
Oh, you're trying to hype?
I'm trying to do Siri. Siri is in suspense. I'm creating suspense, and you're not helping me.
Sorry, Jay. So I went to my local yarn store, which is Fillery in San Jose, because my brother-in-law was taking Lottie, my 2-year-old, to tutu school. So I didn't have to be the tutor. He got to be the tutor, which was hilarious because my brother-in-law is like 6 feet tall and he's doing tutu school. He's like, the fairy wings. It was great. I love those juxtapositions. He's really great with her. So I got to go to the yarn store while they were doing tutu school. And of course, I went immediately to the sale corner and got this really cool. For some reason, this is reading on screen. Nothing else I had read, but it is knitted wit sport weight. I got like 4 skeins of this. So I got a sweater's quantity of it in golden delicious, like, the apple. So I thought this would be super cute. Yes, it's like, okay, so it's kind of a light sport weight though. It's like on the edge of DK actually.
I wonder if you did like black with it for color work.
Ooh, that could be cute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a cardi or something.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And then I got this brown. That is also from Knitted Wit from said sale corner. As well. It's also like it says sport, but like I said, I think it's DK. Like I'm pretty sure it's like I also ignore the weights of yarn and do what the heck I want because my gauge is all over the place anyway, so it doesn't really matter. This is called Tree Bark, which looks like chocolate, but this is going to come out great. These kind of go okay together, but not okay enough where I want it to be a thing. Mm-hmm. So this is going to be, if I was going to Rhinebeck, this would be a Rhinebeck sweater, but I'm not going to Rhinebeck because I don't even know when it is. It's October.
It's not a good time for us
because we do stuff in October. I gotta do my improv comedy show. All right. Oh, I can't show the other thing that I got because it's not out yet, so I can't show. So we can do our thing.
No, I'm not ready because remember we got this that we share.
Have we not shared that yet? Oh, where is mine?
I for sure send it to you.
No. I just saw it.
Okay, well, I'll just talk about it while you go look for it. So we, again, like to often split skeins, especially because both of us only really need 50 grams for our socks. So I jumped on real hot onto, you saw my Saul Goodman socks from Michaela Breaking Yarn. She also released a Saul Goodman colorway. And when she first started showing pictures of it, I loved it and then convinced my sister to split it with me. So I sensed in the ether that it was going to be a hot commodity. So I was like ready and I'm signed up for her newsletter, because she does not spam you, and also you get like early access and like access to things that are like her experiment section. And so I got it real fast. It was like in the cart, preloaded the address, just used PayPal. So I didn't have to enter my credit card information. And so we got our Saul Goodman colorway. It is caked up because I had to split it in 2 with Gabs. And while my parents were here, our parents were here helping me move, I wanted to make sure they could take it up with them so that I didn't have to mail it to her. So it's really cool. I think it'll do like micro striping because it was like black, but then with a little bit of variegated and some fun colors. So this is like a good Halloween color for us.
I was planning. I knew why I couldn't find it. It was on Geraldine, like on my Geraldine, because I'm gonna crank it because I thought it would be really cute as a straight stockinette. And look, you totally know that Mom and Dad brought it to me because it's in its safe, super safe plastic bag.
I put it in a Ziploc bag because I watched them toss it into their snack bag, and I was like, it's gonna smell like barbecue chips and Spam musubi.
So in our family, when anything is important, it goes in a Ziploc bag. That's where my children's birth certificates have gone, our marriage license,
my passport and my Vax card,
mortgage documents.
Whenever I have to go to work, my W-2 stuff.
everything important goes in a Ziploc bag. It's
Ziploc
my
bag.
mom, it's our mom's system, but now we do it as adults because mom has a tendency to like straighten things. But if you put it like, which is great, but like sometimes our papers get lost sometimes because I'm messy and then my mom straightens some stuff and I can't find my stuff. So I put it in the Ziploc bag so then she knows it's important.
It's important. And it's double important if you write important on the Ziploc bag.
With the asterisks.
Important. Do not move, mom.
It works though. It's a solid system.
Yeah.
And one time, like Chaley had an important thing, and it like got water spilled on it, and I was
that
like,
wasn't me because I would have had it in the Ziploc.
Exactly. No, like water got spilled in her bag, but her important thing was okay because I was like, was it in the Ziploc? And she's like, of course it's in the Ziploc. I think she was trying to go to Panama or something, so I think it might have been like her inoculation.
Oh no, I think it might have been my toiletries burst.
Oh, right.
Right. Yeah, or I had like a soda or something. I don't know, but like
some kind of liquid bad.
But we have the Ziploc, so send Ziplocs.
Hashtag life hack.
Yeah. Okay, are you ready?
I'm so ready.
Okay, I don't even know what to say. I'm so excited.
Okay, Chaley and I are so excited about this. We like jokingly said about this, like,
but so no, let's go back. We gotta go back because do you remember? I don't know if we talked about this on the podcast. We didn't actually like show it though. But for your 30th birthday, I did an advent for Gabs. I did an advent counting down because also like her pandemic birthday, which was kind of crappy, and she was turning 30. Plus, she had just had Lottie, and it wasn't going super hot. So I thought I was like, I gotta ball out for this one. So not only was she turning 30, but her birthday is also on the 24th of April. So it was like perfect. It was like advent calendar. So I did a countdown for all of April, all knitting themed, all Gabs themed. And so I spent a year like curating these items, collecting them, like figuring out which days they should go on so that she didn't get like, progress creeper because you need to have like diversity in there. And then a lot of the things that I bought kind of fell within the same color scheme of like a light purple, but also a little bit of pink thrown in there mostly because I like pink. And then sometimes like they didn't have names on them because they were part of like a larger sock set or a larger something. So then I just started to name things. Because I was like, well, I'm a good namer and I'm creative. So I would just name them and I would say, well, Gabs, like this is for you. It's from X Dyer, but they didn't have a name. So this one is called like Lollipop Love or something.
She made me video call her every single day while I opened them. She had it in a box that it was packaged. I'll see if I can find the pictures. She really hyped it.
I made I made like little labels that said like Gabs's Dirty 30 advent calendar, and I had a little logo. It was in purple. It was like, I feel like I peaked, and from now on you're just getting a gift card. Like this is
it was so fun.
And one of them I decided, because it was kind of purpley, but it also had like a pinkish hue to it, we call it Purpinkle, because Gabs and I, she's purple and I'm pink for our colors, and that's generally where we go to. And then I think during when we were doing the like June or July like Instagram posts.
Oh, right. It was the challenge, the Yarn Love challenge.
Yeah. One of them was our favorite colors, right? Yeah, I'm right. You're supposed to affirm me in this. Yeah, I'm right. I know I'm right. Gabs posted for the purple and pink and like said it was Purpinkle. And I think again, like this is when our like we have set goals for our, I'm so excited. I have to tell so many details. We like set goals for ourselves in like being solipsist because like, we both have day jobs. This is like really just something we love to do in our hobby. So it's like, wow, wouldn't it be cool if someone sent us an advent calendar? Like,
which happened.
We did. Thank you. Oh, Great Fiber Company. And then like, wow, wouldn't it be cool? Like if like the design got published somewhere, like Gabs has done that 70 million times. So she's really carrying the team on that front. But like
also, we got an affiliate link. Like we're like, let's get an affiliate link. We have an affiliate link to Universal Yarns. We have an
affiliate link. That's great.
To Universal Yarns. We had two more goals for the year. Actually, do we have 2 affiliate links?
I don't know. I think you applied and then I don't know what we're doing.
Oh, my other one's for that workout thing.
Oh, okay. And then like we like, honestly, I love things. So I'm like, oh my God, what if someone sent me something for free? That would be just so exciting. Like, because I'll just buy it. Like I'll buy it. Like I'll buy the stuff. I'm here for stuff. Like I don't mind if I have to buy it for it all, but I'm like, wow, someone just sent me things. And now I feel like we have peaked because I can't say it. You have to say it. I'm going to trip over my words.
So when we did the custom colorway, we were like joking because we're sarcastic, and Rye, mostly me, is highly sarcastic, and Shaylee just has to have a thick skin. We're like just waiting on someone to make us a custom colorway, but really we're like secretly hoping that was true. But we understand that like dyers
preparing for the sting of rejection. Like it's fine.
Yeah. But Kimber of Kimber's Cozy Creations was like, I'm on it. And we're like,
she's joking.
And we're like, oh, she's just being nice,
so
right?
Nice.
She's so nice. So we're like, oh, okay, cool. And we like liked the post, moved on. And then she like DM'd us and was like showing us samples and showing us options. And then Shaylee like cried like 5 times.
Well, no, because I was at work and like
I got to respond and she didn't.
And you were like texting me. I'm like, what do you want, Gabrielle? I'm trying to lead the virtual campus tour. And you're like, you need to check Instagram, right?
Because like when things are really important, like we start out with like a dude in all caps. So then we're like, dude. And then you like tell each other what we're doing.
Kind of like an SOS.
Right. Like we use each other's like whole name. Then it's big. Like I'm like, my full name's Gabrielle and she's Shaylee, right? So if I start out like Shaylee in all caps, she's like, stop what you do. I actually think I might have called you, and I only ever call Shaylee out of the blue if it's important. Like if we plan on something, like if it's like work, right? Like if I know she's on her way home from work, she'll call me. Like that's normal. But like if I'm interrupting her work day, like it's usually my kids. It's usually something up with my kids. But I was like, Shaylee, you need to check Instagram right now.
So Kimber of Kimber's Cozy Creations has created a custom colorway for Slip Slip Sis.
It's so cool. It's awesome.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. And she let us also have input on like the colors, and I was just so appreciative of her wanting to represent both of us. And then we also got to have input. I'm like breaking on hi.
She's like,
I'm so excited.
So excited.
I'm sorry, I'm like itching my bra. But she also let us help name the colorways, and it is gorgeous. And I need to like not buy anything else this month because this is my whole budget for my whole life. It's going to go to buying more yarn of this. Are you ready, Gabs?
Yeah.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. This, oh,
What is it?
So this is our custom colorway, which is called Purpinkle for the main color. You can see beautiful like lavender with some really nice vibrant speckles in there. And then do you want to say what the purple one is called, Gabs?
Oh, so so this is her sock set that comes with 2, right? Like Gabs and Jay. What?
2 for
we're so excited. Do you know like you guys don't even know how hard it was not to open this? Like we got it like 2 whole days ago. And so the purple is called Very Violet.
And the pink is called Tickle Pink.
Because that's how Che feels about this whole thing.
I'm just tickled. So we are so excited that she is going to have this sock set, as well as I want to say a few other base options for you. I know just the plain main skein as well, for folks to order. We have many plans with not our sock sets, with this colorway. I also have shown everyone I know, like including the senior director for undergraduate admission at Loyola Marymount University, because I'm just so excited. Like my friends want things out of the custom colorway. So Kimber's gonna get a big order from Shaylee.
Oh yeah. We're like, I've got a dress planned. Shaylee and I are gonna do Pink Fizz by Andrea Mowry. So we've got sweaters quantities planned.
A couple of socks.
socks. I'm going to make stuff for my girls. I have 2 daughters. So we have our next generation of slip sis. So I'm going to make stuff for the girls in the sister colorway. And my girls already like this. Like they kind of manhandled this already. I was opening it and like they were like pulling on the mini skeins because like one wanted each. And I've got some really cute pictures of them like into the skein. So I'm like, this is, and you know, Lottie's like, oh, this pretty mama. And I'm like, I know, give it back.
Don't touch it. Get your jelly hands away from me.
I know, you know, 2-year-olds. So I will link this below, but you should order it quickly because Chaylee and I will probably buy it all. And we will make our dad buy some too.
Yeah. Because they just have to be supported. But also, thank you so much, Kimber. Like,
it's amazing.
We are so, I feel like I have peaked. Like, I know, like, you're a mom. Like, we both have multiple degrees. Like, we're doing pretty well in life. We have peaked.
Yeah, it doesn't
this
really
is
get
it.
better. I know, this is amazing.
This is all we got. So,
yeah.
Hold it.
We're so excited.
I have to have one to just have like in its like it's just going to stay intact, and then like others for use.
Well, I was thinking of like making like a shadow box.
Oh, we should do that. I will. Yeah, I can go on. I can go shadow when I go get my box for mailing things. I'll go get myself a shadow box as well.
Wouldn't that be cute?
Yes.
Yeah. So we're stoked. It's gonna be awesome. Please support her, even if you don't like her pinkle. She's got lots of really cool stuff. She did the crazy sock lady custom colorway that Chaylee, but like she's got I think she's done custom colorways for other designers as well. So if Purpinkle is not your vibe, even though it's awesome, if purple and pink aren't your vibe, she's got really cute other stuff. So check out her shop just in general because she's got really cool stuff, and she's super nice. Like
so kind. I'm so
also support nice people because
kindness is important and we're here for it. But,
yes.
So I think that's all of our acquisitions at this point. Chatter, besides our excitement about this, do you want to go first or want me to go first?
I don't have too much. I am a high school teacher and I started back at work in high school. I teach drama in East San Jose. It is a much better school year than this year or than last year. Last year was awful. I mean, truly the worst year in education in the past like 50 years. It was terrible. It's better this year. I mean, it's normal. It's normal amount of high school trickiness because high school is a hard time. Being a teenager is a hard time. But so I'm back at work. It's different. It's good. I think that's it. My girls are doing fine. Lenny's torticollis we're still working on Lenny's. Lenny's my 7-month-old. She had torticollis, so we're physical therapying her. Did I tell them? I told them that she was okay, not a tethered spinal cord for the MRI. She's all good. No back surgery for my little one. So it's just physical therapy and we can work with that. So I think that's it and I'm doing, Chaylee's going to make a face. I am doing the Wool Ann's 100-day dress challenge. It's like merino wool. And I have a dress. It's a commercially made dress out of merino wool, and you wear the same dress for 100 days. I know. Chaylee's like, no, I'm not wearing it right now because I've got yogurt and pizza on this shirt because I took my kids to the zoo, but I was wearing it earlier. It's really good. I'm on like day 13, 14. And if you're interested in the challenge, I'll put it in the description bar, but I'm doing it. And I wear my hand knit socks. So I'm like, I'm such a woolly person. I'm so good at, and I'm surviving the 99-degree weather in San Jose in my wool dress. So it's great. Chaylee's like, absolutely not. My dad makes the same face when he sees, he's like, are you still wearing that dress? And I'm like, yes, father, still wearing that dress. So I have an Instagram for it. I'll put the Instagram below if you want to watch. It's literally just pictures of my face wearing the same black dress every day. And I don't put captions. Like that's all I do is pictures of gaps going like this every day. That's it.
So for me, I moved, which is really exciting. So I think you've been following a while, I work at a university in Los Angeles. I was living in a different county. So layer on traffic to that, it was about an hour and a half commute one way. So I was able to move closer. It is now a 20-minute commute in the morning and 35 minutes coming home. I can get home before 6 o'clock every night and actually make dinner. And I have not had any desire to leave this home because it's 2 bedrooms. I had a 1 bedroom before. I now have a craft room, which is so exciting. It's not exactly how I want it to be yet, but we have to do a few other things. So I'm not allowed to like make the cosmetic changes to it yet until the like infrastructure stuff gets sorted out. Because I'm not a huge fan of the carpet that's in here because I don't also have air conditioning. So I feel like it makes it hotter with the carpet. And I'm also not a huge beige fan myself. So I just want it to be like a luxury vinyl is my jam because you can spill on it and it will be fine. And then my dad, much to his, I want to say the word is chagrin.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm going to paint the craft room pink. I'm so excited. We have the paint and I can't wait for it. So that will hopefully be a renovation happening soon. But yes, I just moved. I have been at work this whole time, but we're heading into a new season in the admission cycle. So we're going to start our travel season. And I'm lucky enough that for my territory, I serve the Bay Area, Northern California, larger area. So basically anything north of Santa Clara County, which is where my sister is in San Jose, that's my territory. So it does mean I get to go home because our parents are in the East Bay Area. So I'll be all around the Bay. And this actually leads us to some exciting stuff for Gabs and I in our future. So during my first round of travel and high school visits, I am there over a weekend. And that weekend happens to be the same weekend as the Sierra Nevada yarn crawl. So these two are road tripping for the first time by ourselves, I want to say in like 9 years.
It's got to be longer than that because I was driving. So you didn't have your license last time we road
tripped when you graduated. Remember how Polly?
I graduated in 2013.
It's 2022. It's 9 years.
Oh yeah, we did. So this is the first time Chaley gets to drive when we're road tripping. Gabs,
I still drove, Gabs.
When was the time that I took the truck route? Was that before?
That was when you graduated from UCI and you did the first leg of the drive, which was like an hour and a half. And then I
got too tired.
Half, and I drove. I was like 19 and she was like 24, but I was still driving us up the 5 in her old station wagon. It was awful. But we're road tripping to Tahoe and staying there for the weekend. To do just like one day of like a flash yarn crawl. We know we won't hit all the shops, but we're still excited to go and have some plans for what we want to do. And then we also have solidified our spring plan. Do you want to share about that?
We are going to the Rose City Yarn Crawl, which is the Portland Yarn Crawl in late February because fortunately both yarn crawls kind of line up with my teaching schedule breaks. Chaley's a year-round employee, so it's trickier for her, but she does work for a Catholic university, so she ends up with a little bit more holiday breaks than a public university would. But so we get to go. We're flying up there. I don't know where we're staying, someplace that Dad booked for us.
Lake Oswego. That's its name. I didn't make it up. Why are you? That's his name, Gabs.
Okay. So we're staying and we're going to do Thursday. I think we fly up Thursday night.
No, maybe. Dude, we fly in at Thursday at like 8 a.m.
I'm not teaching that week, so I'm not that worried about it. My husband will drive me to the airport and then Friday we will yarn crawl.
No, we're yarn crawling Thursday, Gabrielle. I can't stress that enough. We land at like 8 a.m. Then we have to go get the rental. Well, I have to go find you and then go get the rental car. And then we have to go probably to then find lunch because we're going to have to feed you. And then we can start yarn crawling. We'll have to check into the hotel at some point. I travel a lot again for my job. So like, I'm just like, okay, like don't worry. Like I'll go collect you. We'll drop you off first. I'll drop the rental. Like it'll be fine. So we actually get Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, and then we leave Sunday really early in the morning to go back to
I knew that part.
Respective places.
Yeah, no, Gabs isn't great at traveling, so I just toddle along and do what my sister tells me to do. I mean, I'll get on my plane and then I will get to my gate and say, here, I'm at my gate, check in, and she'll get me.
Which we're also on different airlines. So now I'm gonna have to figure out if there's different terminals, which terminal she's in, so I can go find her. It's gonna be fine.
Yeah.
It's fine. Yes. But I actually am really excited about the Sierra Nevada yarn call. Not that I wouldn't have been thrilled if one of, my darling nieces was joining us for this, because originally we thought Lottie or Lenny was one of them was going to be trekking along with us. But then Gab shared the exciting news that her in-laws are coming up and will help watch the girls. So it's just these two chuckleheads heading up to Tahoe.
Yeah, because I couldn't really leave both girls with my husband by himself all week, because then he'd have to take off work, right? Because we would leave Friday and he'd have to take off work, and then he'd have the girls all weekend, then he'd have to work again, and then it would be a whole thing. So I was like, well, I gotta take one of them, and we couldn't figure out which one would be easier. Like, is the toddler easier or the baby? The toddler's attitude is strong attitude.
Can do things.
Right, but the baby needs more, right? And like has a nap schedule and bottles and those kind of things.
But also like naps. It doesn't.
Yeah, and like we would have to bring all the frozen breast milk. Like that would be a whole shebang.
I know, but like Lottie has a lot of needs.
Yes.
They're not like survival needs.
Yeah, no, my daughter is high maintenance because we're kind of high maintenance.
So. Shocking and amazing.
Yeah, I don't know how that happened.
We have some exciting trips. So if you're going to either of those crawls, we would love to know that. And hopefully we can like rendezvous at the shops that we're all going to. This is us crossing paths. I'm not, you can get that?
Also a little Wakanda forever.
Okay. But yeah, I think that's it.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for joining us. Don't forget to check out Kimber's Cozy Creations and the Slip Sis Per Pinkle colorway. We hopefully will have some finished or at least some whips going. The next time we see you, we'll probably do a vlog for our Sierra Nevada yarn crawl. Maybe not a traditional podcast, but we'll see. Again, thanks for joining us. Please feel free to like and subscribe as you wish, and we'll see you next time.